There, we're live. Yay.
Oh, man.
Hey, everybody.
Yay.
Hello.
Hey, this is my Twitch channel. You mind your own business.
Oh,
Actors do not address the audience.
Do not break the fourth
address
wall.
the DM.
you're right. We're above them all. I'm kidding.
Kind of. So,
Dangerous.
we're just gonna go right into it. I'll insert a recap later. But if I remember correctly, Killian is leading the way to find his parents.
I am. Yeah. DM, do I see what would normally look like one of our pop-up stands from my childhood?
Do you want to describe what that might look like?
Yeah, it's typically a just a normal tent set up with little wooden bench at the front of it for you to walk up and talk to them. Usually followed by either a wagon or a small carriage.
I see. I will say yes. Because it is a very long way from the docks of Hayamaki to Hightower.
All right, I'm gonna start walking up to what I'm assuming is probably gonna be my parents' tent.
Awesome. And as you draw closer, you hear the telltale ticking and clicking of your father's clockwork machinations that bring joy to so many people. And at the front desk, you see, at the front counter, I guess, makeshift counter, you see your mother scrubbing away at dust that probably doesn't exist, but in her meticulous nature, she must always be doing something. And in this case, it is keeping the counter clean. She doesn't seem to have noticed you yet.
I'm gonna walk up as close as I can. Excuse me, ma'am, can you give me a good recommendation on some of your wares?
As she looks up, her eyes light up, a broad smile crosses her face, the laugh lines fold back in on themselves as she recognizes her little boy.
Aww.
Yeah, Killian, you're here! You must have got my letter! It's so nice to see you! She lifts the door separating the inner part of the, quote-unquote store so she can exit, and she wraps her arms around you in a fierce hug. You are a little bit taller than she is, but a mother's strength embracing her child once again. You feel the warmth flood into your body, and it is such a wonderful sight to behold.
Yeah, Mom, I got your letter. It's so good to see you again. How have you been?
We've been busy. The festival's in full swing. The actual parade, the Harvest Parade, will be hosted in Hightower later this evening. We really hope to see you there. Your father is, well, business-like. He's very business-oriented, as you know. This is maybe the second time I've been able to come out with him this far.
Well, he's always been focused on making a good sale and showing off his wares. So,
And
Mom, I'd like to introduce you to some of my friends that I've made along the way.
She takes,
Mom, this is
she takes a step backwards and brings her hand close to her chest, as if her dreams were coming true, that you had made friends that weren't a mastiff.
a mastiff or a fisherman.
Damn.
Can I transform into a mastiff quick?
Oh god, right now?
Yep.
Do you have the wild shape for it?
Yes, I do.
Hell yeah, then.
Can I do it? Can I do it sneakily?
It's kind of a straight shot. Give me a stealth roll.
Well, I was gonna go down the line, starting with Nyne, and Bruce disappeared from us, so it would be Nyne, then Magnus, and then Doug. So I guess as I'm going down the line, oh, he is not very stealthy though.
No. Doug, like, trips, catches himself, and slowly turns into a mastiff.
Mom, this
It was
is
a mastiff
Nyne.
all along.
Nyne, Magnus, and Doug falls down. It transforms into a dog. And Doug.
It's so nice to meet all of you. And she, like, reaches out and shakes each of your hands, which is customary in the Free Cities, where the Saito provinces, they formally bow when meeting someone new for the first time. She sticks her hand out for Doug to shake.
Doug shakes like a good boy.
And he is such a good boy. Gives it a firm
Most
shake.
of the time.
But this warm reunion is quickly chilled to the bone as your father slams the counter door back shut. And, Killian, what are your parents' names?
Oh, I don't think that was one of the details that I sent to you, was it?
No, it's not.
Shit.
It's okay, we can make them up on the spot. It's called collaborative storytelling.
Your names are Eliza and Ben.
Okay. Eliza. Ben. Your father's black hair is streaked with white. It's combed backward. It joins his thick beard, where a perpetual scowl is always resting. He sees you for the first time in a long time since you've left home. And unfortunately, the cold stare doesn't warm up. Eliza, the counter must be manned. We're almost done. Killian, it's good to see you in good health. But we are working here. Perhaps you could come by later, after we close up shop.
I'd expect nothing less from you, Dad. But of course. I just wanted to stop in and let you know that I was here.
It's good to see you, son.
Good to see you too, Dad.
We'll catch up over drinks later. But for now, and he looks to the rest of your companions. Would any of you like a clockwork machination of our own creation? Little toys and knickknacks designed to entertain even the less.
Can we get a family discount?
As you are not family, my dear, I cannot allow it.
Besides him, I don't think you'd want the discount he'd give me. He'd probably make me pay double.
Oh.
Since I'm not actually working the stall today.
Well, Eliza climbs back from under the counter as Ben holds up the door for her. She'll go back and retrieve a couple samples and bring them back. Each one is placed in front of the counter for you guys to witness as Ben goes back, lowering his goggles so he can assumedly go back to work. Eliza comes out with an elaborate copper key, and she uses it to twist on each of these little devices, which all spring to life. A teeny tiny duck sits up, its neck extends, and its arms flap, and you can hear the telltale quack, quack, quack as it goes, all of its inner workings activate, and the magic, almost magically, happens to spring to life. There's a small mastiff in the very real semblance of my boy. His tail begins to wag, and his tongue lolls in and out of his mouth, very much like a cuckoo clock. And finally, there is a frog that leaps forward, leaps forward, leaps forward until it almost leaps off the desk before Eliza's swift hands catch it and reset it. They go for 3 silver pieces, if you'd like one. They're not much more than toys, but they bring joy to everyone, and that is the mission.
Do they bring you joy to me?
Absolutely.
My mom and my dad have always been very passionate about what they make, and they've always been well received by any of the travelers that have came through. I'll take the frog.
The frog, of course. And she'll like wink at you and slide a silver back to you.
All right.
So minus 2 silver pieces.
Sir.
1 clockwork. Typing out a receipt. Frog. And she gives you a matching key. And
Do I need to put that into actual inventory?
You can. It's not going to weigh
Or-
anything.
Or just put a note of it.
I would just put a note of it.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't have any magical properties. It's a wind-up frog.
Cool.
Well, as Ben said, we should get back to work, but it was a pleasure meeting all of you. Enjoy the festival.
Thanks.
Well, that went over pretty well. The DM says overboard.
It went about how Killian thought it might.
Nodders.
Your dad's a dick.
Hey, where's Bruce in all this? Oh, there you are.
He's
Finally
he
comes
disappeared
up
from
along
us.
the street. He finally comes up along the street like, oh, there you guys are. Lost track of. He starts leaning up against something, a solid post. Lost track of you guys a while back.
Way
Oh.
back.
Yeah, you
What-
missed everything. The bunny race is everything.
And there you are.
Oh yeah, who finally won?
Stop being weird.
Unfortunately, none of us.
Yeah, we got banned from it.
I won the bunny race, but none of us won the big prize.
Magnus, he ended up killing a rabbit.
Oh shit, that was you guys? You know what? I heard nothing.
What the?
I heard nothing.
You're acting weird.
I'm acting like someone who is not traveling with people that wrecked the annual carnival game. That's what I'm acting like.
More enlightened.
Magnus, right? Not we. Him.
Well, in any case, I picked up something from some kid. Apparently he had found some rabbit, and he wanted the rabbit, and offered me this. I tossed him a little tiny thing. Not too much sure what it is, but feels like it's got a little something kick to it. So I figured one of you magic folk might know what's up with it. And he tosses you a little black, or a little onyx dog figure.
Onyx dog figure.
Yep.
So who catches it? Out of curiosity, because this is in the air
Who
right
did he
now.
toss it to?
One of the
I guess I
magic.
can
Tossed
reach
it
up for it.
vaguely in your guys' direction.
I'll reach out for it.
Oh no! Doug grabs it in his mouth and runs off.
Exactly what I was.
Doug leaps in the air, mouth agape, trying to grab it out
Airbud
from
style.
Magnus's hand.
Someone use the shot collar on him.
Speaking of, hey, where's Doug? Where's he at?
That dog is Doug.
Oh. Give me Autumn's patience. Well, at least it's not a random dog trying to swallow a stone dog.
Eric, you gotta do something about your background.
What do you want me to do? My kid's in the room. Okay.
Press to unmute.
Okay.
There we go.
Can Doug, while it's in his mouth, transform back into regular Doug?
Oh, okay. This,
And then his head explodes.
You said small figure. I figured Doug, while he's in regular turtle form, can just spit it into his hand. I have vision again. Nice.
Oh, I didn't know.
What did you do?
My bad. I gotta fix that. Dynamic. Oh yeah, dogs don't have vision. That's not good. I'll fix that right now.
It's fine.
It's not fine. Everything must be perfect. Update default token. There we go. Save. Okay, that should be better.
So Bruce, you said you got this from Child? For
Yep.
a rabbit?
He wanted the rabbit. I just wanted to take what he had. Fair trade.
Awesome. Anyway, where did you get the rabbit from?
Oh, there's a couple loose rabbits wandering around. Some blind man. Guess you guys wouldn't know anything about that, so nothing to worry about.
Like
Right.
worried.
Yeah, I think the thing that we have to worry about happened before I got there.
Okay.
So yeah,
Doug thinks it's better not to ask too many questions.
there
Sounds like
you
a
go.
Sounds like a perfectly good explanation to me.
Yeah, not the Doug, but Doug is okay with it.
Doug, if you want to try and decipher what kind of magical capabilities this little statue has, because you do feel the presence of magic, go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
Can I do the check while it's still in my mouth instead of spitting it out?
Okay.
Or can I put it back in my mouth?
What?
It's like conjuring magic.
The hint of spicy evilness.
A 13. With a 13, you're able to reiterate that it is magical indeed. You detect conjuration magic. But that's
I was right.
yes, but you don't understand what it does beyond the class of magic.
Excellent. Real life me doesn't understand what that does either. Okay, Doug spits it back into his hand. Does anybody want the dog toy?
Give it a go. See if we can get anything more from it than just conjuring.
Okay. Doug will hand it over. It's a sopping wet statue.
Gross.
Grab it. Exactly what I expect from you, Doug.
Yeah, you're gonna want to wash your hands after that.
Oh, hell
19?
yeah. 19 for sure. Alright. Rory, you can tell him what it does.
It is an absolutely non-magical dog. We've been fucking with you. Just kidding. It's a onyx dog figurine of wondrous power. So, if I remember right, it's gonna transform into a dog when you want to. And it should be what you said was in the whatchamacallit, right?
Yes.
In the whatchamacallit? I'm assuming the compendium.
You don't have any of this written down yet?
Doug checks his pockets for his whatchamacallit.
There's a lot. Oh, there it is. a long list of things that I need to write down.
Yes, I've seen your character sheet.
There we go.
Statuist of a beast small enough to fit in a pocket. If you use an action to speak the command word and throw the figurine to a point on the ground within 60 feet of you, the figurine becomes a living creature. If the space where the creature would appear is occupied by other creatures or objects, or if there isn't enough space for the creature, the figurine does not become a creature. The creature is friendly to you and your companions. It understands your languages and obeys your spoken commands. If you issue no commands, the creature defends itself but takes no other actions. The creature exists for a duration specific to each figurine. At the end of the duration, the creature reverts to its own figurine form. It reverts to a figurine early if it drops to 0 hit points, or if you use an action to speak the command word again while touching it. When the creature becomes a figurine again, its property can't be used again until a certain amount of time has passed, as specified in the figurine's description. Onyx dog can become a mastiff for up to 6 hours. The mastiff has an intelligence of 8 and can speak common. It also has dark vision out to a range of 60 feet. Once it has been used, it can't be used again until 7 days have passed. Okay.
Exactly what you would get out of a 19.
Nice. So,
Another
I'm
dog.
gonna let everyone. I'm gonna let everyone know. It turned. This statue of a dog actually can change into a real life mastiff for a fixed period of time, probably about 6 hours. But it's got a cooldown period, so you won't be able to use it more again for 7 days afterwards. You have to throw it using a command word into an open space. And then if you want to turn it back early, you have to be touching it and say the command word again. As I'm explaining that, does it look like Bruce already knew what it did?
Bruce?
Or was he genuinely not sure what it did?
Give me an insight roll.
Ooh, PvP.
That's a 7. I can't see your full face.
Bruce has no clue. That's why he gave it to you guys.
Huh. I hope that helped. And I hand it back to him.
It smells like Doug breath.
Fitting for a dog statue.
Do you want Doug to hold on to it?
No.
Yep.
Okay.
As tempted as I really, really am, I think I'd rather just find a basin of water and wash it for a while. We only get a shot of this puppy for essentially a few hours once a week, so we gotta save him or her but it's really important when we've got something invisible around us, or we just really need to talk to somebody, and it's not any of you guys.
What if we have invisible around us now?
Well, then we're already dead.
Doug still thinks you should throw the dog.
And that's why Doug doesn't get to hold on to it. That and the whole taste. I just gingerly, without minimizing the amount of contact I have, plop it into a pocket. Wash this. I mean, my apologies, Doug, but...
Ew.
Ew.
Doug can take it and go wash it real quick.
no, but I'll take care of it later.
Okay. Like is just offering.
Okay.
And I appreciate the offer.
All right. I may regret this, but I'm gonna do this anyway. As you guys take in the scene, begin walking away from the killing the cart that Ben and Eliza nailed it are manning. You see a very familiar face that is no longer blind. The escorted with 2 guards. And they seem to be fervently looking for someone. What do you guys want to do?
No, no.
I could have sworn he went this
Please.
way. Spread out, search the beer tent. We gotta find them. What? Don't just throw dice.
Stealth immediately from him.
Yeah, apparently. Just
I see cops coming. Hell yeah, I'm throwing stealth.
I'm gonna use my disguise kit.
right now in front of
It
everybody.
reminded me very much of what you
No.
showed me the other night, Vince.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to stealthily go and hide behind a tree, I guess, and then go use my disguise kit to look like somebody else.
Okay.
And that is an 18
Okay.
plus 6.
You cover up your skull-like markings to look like a completely different. Yeah, to make.
I made myself look like a Siamese.
Oh no!
A Siamese cat.
Hell yeah!
Instead of a black cat with bone markings.
Turtles. Oh, Doug went stealth.
I was just
I
gonna
guess-
ask if there was anybody in the game behind us, like manning the game.
But technically, you guys are way off this board, in another district, another part of the festival, where just tents are set up for souvenirs and other little knickknacks.
Alright. Never mind. Doug wanted to try to convince them to play the rabbit race.
That's close.
This gentleman here was the caretaker of the rabbit race. Magnus, what are you doing?
I'm going to go into my shell and see if they'll buy it that it's just a rock or something leaning up against a tree.
Okay. You guys can scatter. As this guard and this guy like, hey, you look familiar. My eyesight's still kind of blurry. And he knocks on the shell, which is obviously a fucking shell. Open up in there.
Go away! I'm trying to catch some rest here.
Oh my god.
What do you? What is? What is Nyne gonna do?
She's a Siamese. She's gonna pretend she is, and she doesn't know what the fuck's going on.
Okay, I'll have you underneath this umbrella.
Yeah, I'm just chilling.
The carrot almost said carny. Kind of like a carny. The caretaker's gonna be like, I think we found one. He's pretending to be asleep over here. Guards, guards!
God damn it. Why is it always me?
Yeah, they're gonna start surrounding you, and they're not gonna like forcefully drag you out of the shell, but they are gonna start knocking on your shell. Come on, the jig's up.
I didn't know there was a
Carry
jig.
you by the shell.
I was just trying to catch some sleep. How can I help?
You can help by paying a gold fine, 25 gold pieces, for using offensive
25
magic in a public space.
That makes no sense.
Halt, criminal!
All
You
spaces-
violated the law!
All space is considered public. That makes no sense. All space is considered public. Where else is one supposed to use magic?
Not with so many innocent bystanders around here.
And not a single one was injured.
That's not the point, citizen.
Other than a rabbit.
Yeah, the rabbit was
Shut up.
injured.
No one's talking to you guys.
Who's he talking to? I'm not sure.
He hears voices.
Can Doug also walk up and start knocking on the shell and go, "We know it's you. You have to come out. Pay your fine."
With a 12 stealth check, you're only hiding underneath the cart.
I'm already out, but that would have been hilarious. He just gives himself up.
Comes out. It is time.
I have a plan. Damn it.
You gonna pay up?
25 gold pieces, you said.
25.
How about 15 gold pieces?
15 gold pieces and 2 nights in jail.
Ooh.
15 gold pieces, and I buy you guys both a good flagon of beer.
Alright, you're under arrest.
Okay, here's 20 pieces.
Here's what?
Here's 20 pieces, 10 for each of you.
Oh, trying to bribe us now. Alright, very well.
Isn't the gold supposed to go to you guys?
They're gonna pull out some manacles.
You guys are no fun.
I didn't think
Oh,
we'd
I
have a
know.
jailbreak episode.
Just go back into your shell.
Go ahead.
Fall
try
limp.
to-
Just go limp.
Take me away if you can. It's heavy.
That's true, it is like 400 pounds. I'll give them the 25 gold.
Alright, let me type out a receipt.
Are they looking for all of us?
Well, they found one.
Wait a sec.
They might be looking for the rest of you.
Hold on. There might be something I want to try here real quick.
Okay. I'm open to it so far. Let me take that chain link off you.
If the compendium could load for me.
You don't know what you're
Please.
gonna do?
No, I do, but I want to read. I want to read it real quick.
Oh, I see. I'm gonna do a perception
We're well
check.
inside.
See if they find anyone else. Oh, I got a 12. There's a giant turtle underneath this cart. And then there's this young man just sitting here.
Yes, but I didn't do anything wrong. In fact, I'm the only one that actually walked up to the gentleman and gave him back the bunny and told him that hey, something is going on over there.
Let's find out what Magnus wants to do before I point out that there's a giant turtle underneath this cart.
I'm thinking.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I'll do it at disadvantage because his eyesight is just coming back. We have to roll another one.
Oh,
and
no. Oh, I'm fine with it.
Oh, okay.
No, I'll go ahead and pay 25.
Alright, let me type you out a receipt. Minus 25 gold pieces. A fine from Magnus.
Funny.
For using offensive magic in a public space. There we go. Very well, citizen. You've paid your fine, you're free to go.
Yes, free to go. Okay.
Wait! There's another one. He like points. He points at Doug. He's hiding under that cart.
Doug crawls out from under the cart willingly. Oh, hello. Gives him a little wave.
Yeah, you. I remember you. You used spike growth or something. I don't know if it killed any of the rabbits, but
It did not.
it did not.
In fact, one of them started eating it.
Oh, that's
He
right.
gave them a sneak.
And they'll start going through the same motions. This guard up here will urge Killian to move aside.
I'm just standing here. I'm not getting in his way at all. I'm just standing to the side.
There we go. I move you a little bit further. I take it that you were privy to that previous conversation with the other turtle. Same standards for you.
I was not. But I'm glad you're here. So hello, my name is Doug. I'm looking for a notorious criminal, Bug. Have you seen him? He casted a bunch of spike growths on some rabbits, and now I am trying to make him pay his fines.
A vigilante, huh? Trying to take the
That's
law
what
in
they
your own
call me.
hands?
What the fuck?
That's what they call me.
He has been going around all day.
Can you give me a persuasion check?
Yes.
If this works. Oh my goodness.
11. Gonna insight you.
Wait, somebody cast freaking.
Yes.
I got a 10.
I wanna cast guidance.
You don't need it. He won.
On the guard?
On the guard.
As
I'm
long as the guard
debating
doesn't
now.
have a modifier, he's okay. If he has even one modifier,
He won.
These are basic bitches. They're not gonna get any modifiers.
exactly.
The guard's gonna like lean sidebar with his other guard. Actually, we do have reports of another bug. It could be impersonating, maybe stolen identity.
Doug wants to lean in the middle of both of them and go, it was Bug. You have
What?
to go find him. He's very dangerous.
Shoves Doug out of the frame. We should take his information. It's right. Very well, citizen. We understand that you are a victim in a very serious crime. We'd like to take down your information.
Yes, you can do that. He also took 25 gold from me, so if you find him, please bring it back.
We'll make a note. There's no promises that we'll be able to return any stolen goods.
Well, okay. Let Doug know if he can help anymore.
Of course, we'll need your seal on this piece of paper. And he pulls out wax and a candle so he can be able to reach you should the perpetrator be caught.
Doug looks confused at him and goes, Doug cannot transform into seal. Do you want shark? Doug can do shark.
What? No, your seal, so we can send the letter of maybe even to let you know that we've caught this impersonator of yours.
Oh, yes, of course. Like Doug said, he does not have a seal. What can you get from Doug?
How will we find you if we capture this foul individual?
Oh, you found me pretty easy the first time. Just do that again.
Do you have a residence here in Hightower?
No.
You're-
Doug was gonna lie to you, but you are the police, and Doug does not lie to police.
We're facing a very difficult decision here. we want to do our job, but to its full diligence. But if we are unable to safeguard the aforementioned parties, I feel like we'd be doing a disservice.
Oh, no, Doug understands, and he sets down the chest that he's been carrying and opens it and goes, if you'd like to find the seal, you can go ahead. But Doug is pretty sure it's not in here.
The seal being your signet ring above table.
Oh no, I get it.
Oh, okay. I didn't
Wait,
know.
if they go through this chest, are they gonna find the ticket that says bug?
That's on. I think that's on Bug's person. Doug's person.
Nope, bugs first.
He quickly ate it before they approached. Very well. We'll just make do with what we have.
Okay.
Thank you for your time and your honesty.
Thank you for your time.
Now we should continue looking for these other vagabonds. My eyes are still a little scratchy, but yes, we should continue. And they'll wander off in search of criminals
Like fun.
that they couldn't find here. Well, that was entertaining, and I'm so glad that no initiatives were rolled.
Don't think I didn't think about it.
I was worried. Wait, what the heck?
I hope they find Doug.
Oh, there you are. Okay, well, it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, with all said and done. All the games have been played. The grand prize been given out. Things are starting to wind down. What do you guys want to do? You guys can still go to... You haven't made it to Hightower proper. This is just the fairgrounds in front of the city.
Oh, have you found your dad yet? And mom yet?
Yeah, they're at the little shop right over here. They're selling little wind-up toys. I got a wind-up frog. See? They also have a duck and a dog.
It's a lot of dogs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised we didn't grab another dog.
I figured this could be a toy that my boy would actually like to play with. Wind it up and let it start hopping around and let him get a hold of it.
Well, we should probably calmly and relaxedly haul ass a little further away from the search party.
Well, you weren't a part of it, and I didn't do anything wrong, so you and I are in the clear.
Oh no, I know exactly. But but witnesses could say that, oh, we saw those 2 giant tortoises with 2 humans.
Whoa,
Yeah, and a cat
We
tortoises.
saw him
person.
with us, but we didn't actually do anything wrong, so we can't be fined.
No,
I
but he
could
can be
also
used
do
to track
nothing.
down other people.
Haven't seen them.
So,
Can't hold me. If they try, they will lose.
wow, you have got some balls when it comes to law enforcement.
Ominous.
I've been around a lot of these guards before. This is a lot closer to my home, and I got into a little bit of trouble here and there. And usually you could either outrun them, outsmart them, or they weren't really that tough once you got about as tall as them.
Is Nyne still Siamese?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
If she pleases.
Oh, fair enough. But down, bow, bow.
You want to go
Yeah,
take a
I'll let-
look at some of the deeper parts of the actual city?
Sure, I mean,
Let's do that.
I'll be honest, I've mostly just passed through here. I've done business here, but I've never been taken around by a local that I wasn't in the middle of a business transaction with. Show us the good stuff.
Well, I've only been here maybe once or twice, but I'll show you whatever I can remember. And I'll holler out towards my mom and dad's tent. Mom, Dad, we're gonna be in town. We'll catch up with you guys later.
She waves as she's in the middle of a transaction.
We'll meet you here for the parade.
Okay, I don't have a Hightower map because I never thought we'd ever use Hightower. So we're gonna go to the big map.
Doug wants to be in parade.
Tug wants to be what?
Doug wants to be in the parade.
Oh.
Doug is a parade all by himself.
Well, Hightower is known for it being essentially the capital of the Free Cities. Let me kill this music because we're out of the parade. As much as I love the music, it's very entertaining. Let's do break time music because I don't know if we're going to do a really long session this evening. Just need something to vibe to. So Hightower does have high walls. You guys ascend the rocky steps that divide it from the lowlands, and upon passing the gates, you see the massive stone tower for which Hightower is known for, and it is essentially a wizard's tower, as it hosts an annual wizards conference where all beings of magical nature, for everything from druids, eldritch knights, even the archmage, from all over the continent come here and meet annually to discuss magical formula, what's the word? Disturbances in the weave, and discuss
Phenomena.
Yeah, and phenomena. It's and even talk.
I'll explain some of that to them and just say, yeah, my parents had to come a couple of times when I was younger, but they weren't really too interested in the actual well-being of all the magic and everything else like some of the others were. They were just happy with tinkering and enjoying their, what many of these people would call it, much more simple life. So, I haven't been back here in years, but they used to have every kind of different magic user here.
Yeah, while that meeting isn't anytime soon, can I get a perception check from everybody?
Natural 1.
Oh,
15 for me.
Natural
23.
wow, nice, and it makes sense because Killian, you've been here before.
Mm-hmm.
Between cobbled streets, houses, wooden houses are usually stacked double-decker to contain the population. The smoke of bakeries and bistros are huffing out pleasant-smelling meats. You see fruit stands that people that haven't gone to the festival are still working their market streets. Let me clock another hour onto the clock here. As you guys make your way up and down avenues of Hightower, is there anything you guys want to look for specifically?
Other than a bag of holding, which apparently is going to be my personal obsession. Mostly I'm just like checking out some old familiar booths, seeing what's going on since I'm with these guys. Checking out some listening to the old gossip, thinking about old memories. So I'm not paying as much attention as I should be, considering I'm, in Hightower. But yeah, just kind of like a combination of, a little listening in, catching up with a couple, or not catching up since I'm wearing a different face, but just kind of checking in on a couple booths that I've been to in the past. Just kind of getting a gist of what's up, what's been going down lately.
Okay. Anybody else?
And I am going to try and keep my eyes open for that man in purple that I saw, or anyone that might be sporting his how do I say it?
Is Mark?
Yeah, his mark.
Okay, fair enough. What about you, Magnus? You got a high perception. Oh, what's up, E?
Not really looking for much, just enjoying the scenery here. Um, Actually, I take that back. I still have these manicore spikes. Looking for an armorer
Okay.
or some type of smith. Maybe we can do something with these spikes.
It hasn't those decayed though? They like turned those down so many times because they weren't taken care of properly.
No, those were
The
the
spikes?
yeah, the
That
spikes are
was the
solid iron.
pelts.
Yeah, or lack thereof.
Oh.
Yeah, we got rid of the skins.
That's good. Yeah, with a I'll work my way down, work my way up from down. So Bruce, you are able to see like a hustle and bustle of guards, not in your direction, but they are going towards the east gates, which Killian and Bruce both know is the docks section of the city. This is where Hightower's main import and exports are handled through the ocean. With an 11, you're not able to understand what all the commotion is about, but there definitely is a disturbance when it comes to the restful city that you once knew. With 15, Magnus, you are able to decipher the difference, well, determine the difference between oven smoke and shop smoke, and you can quickly, with your ear holes as a turtle, make your way to a smithy. If you want to, you can enter the hot anvil, which I just made up on the spot, to inquire about your spikes. And finally, Killian, you, as hard as you look, you are unable to find the specific mark of which you are familiar with. Maybe it doesn't have a presence here. Maybe you have to look elsewhere. But the main city square does not seem to flourish with the followers that you're looking for. But you do, with a perception of 23, find a wanted, an ad board, if you will, with a couple posts on it. One nail is feverishly holding on to, or fervently holding on to 3 stacks of papers, which looks like a job that hasn't been answered in quite a few weeks. You are also able to find the inn, which you assume your parents have.
Rooms at.
Yeah, that your parents' room at. It's called the Green Lodge.
Well, while I'm there, I guess I'll take a look at the postings on the job board and try to keep my ears open. I'm thinking maybe the only other place that I could try actually looking for that mark or that presence would be down by the docks, but we'll see if I make it there.
For sure. Okay. Magnus, do you want to branch off from everyone? I'm assuming you guys are all heading with Killian since he seems to be the most familiar with the area.
Yeah. If the what did you call it?
The Hot Forge?
The hot forge. Is that what you said the first time? If
I don't know.
the hot forge isn't too far off.
I think it was called the Hot Anvil.
You said the hot anvil.
Okay, the Hot Anvil.
If the hot anvil is along the way and not too far away, I'd rather just go there and catch up with them.
Okay, yeah, it's a long way. You seem to be on the avenue of most of the businesses.
Hot forge.
I don't know. Sure. Yeah. So as you step away, and then I'll work my way down and up. And this will give Killian a chance to look at his handouts that I'm sending his way.
Yay, handouts.
Yeah. save. You should have 2 coming in your direction. There we go.
Got it.
Awesome. Read those over. Uh, so, as you walk in, you see a lone blacksmith with his counter. He seems to be polishing off a sword. And he looks up from his work. The blade is well oiled and gleams in the sunlight.
Good day, sir. I was wondering if you had a moment of time to spare.
Of course I do. Let me just put this away. And he is a broad-shouldered human with brunette hair. His hair long in the back is tied up in a knot. He wears a leather apron with really thick gloves and places a towel, which seems to be well heavy in oil, over his shoulder. What can I do you for?
I've come across these spikes in my travels. I'm not much of an artist when it comes to the anvil, and I was wondering if you might have some type of an idea of what you might be able to use these for, and I'll present to him the manticore spikes.
All of them?
Well, I'll let him see how many I have.
How many do you have?
I have 8.
Okay.
I kind of want to have an idea of what he could use them for, and you know,
Okay.
see where we go from there.
Sure. He picks one up, starts to look at it. Rough to the touch, coarse, barbed even, with sinew or blood. Are these? Where did you find these?
Oh, we've come across a manticore in our travels, and taken directly from the manticore itself.
Interesting. I have heard that they eat metal, but I always figured that was just a rumor or fairy tale.
Well, we
Interesting.
didn't see any metal eating, but they were definitely a vicious type.
I see. Well, spikes like these, and these things are about as long as your forearm.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're big. They can be sharpened to a point, refined, into pythons, maybe a dagger. Really depends on how many you have with you. Uh, I suppose you could melt them down into something bigger.
What would you do with them if they were yours?
If they were mine, and he looks behind at his inventory, I guess I could use a few. I've always wanted to go further north and hike some of the mountains up there. I might fashion them into a grappling hook, some pythons, and maybe some boot spikes for climbing. But that's me personally. You have enough metal here to make a couple weapons, maybe even a shield.
What if we were to trade these for some of your wares here?
What would you be interested in?
Let's go through your inventory. Hey, I'd like to go through his inventory to see what he actually does have here that might be beneficial to the party, or just to myself.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wouldn't feel 100% confident in trading a couple spikes for something already forged. In fact, I'd like to offer you a proposition. These are a unique resource, and I'd like to make something for you, if you would agree to that.
That sounds like an excellent proposition. Dealer's choice, as they say.
Dealer's choice? Well, I wouldn't want to make something that you couldn't use.
Oh, I guess that's a good point. But Well, I have a shield. It does a pretty good job. My staff here does damage when we need it to. Hmm. They're about a forearm length, you said?
Yeah, but they're about the length of your forearm.
There's something I want to take a look at real quick. Where's my I don't know what I can use here, to be perfectly honest. I don't use swords. Would you be able to You wouldn't be able to reinforce the shield, would he? With the spikes? Make it a little bit stronger?
Iron on iron doesn't really reinforce anything.
Mm.
What about for Brother Bear?
Brother Bear's dead.
Brother Bear 2.
I haven't made a Brother Bear 2.
Could be good resource for that.
The festival's kind of on everybody's tongue right now. If you'd like, you could take some time and think about it.
I think that's a great idea. Let me come back sometime today or tomorrow, and maybe we'll have a better idea of what we could use with this.
Of course. My shop will be closed later tonight, but if you knock 3 times and then 2 times, I'll answer. I like to watch the parade from upstairs, but I don't think I'll ever have an opportunity to work with such a unique material ever. So, if you do,
Sounds good.
yeah, if you do find the time and the inspiration, I'd be more than happy to take another look at it.
Okay, then I will be back.
Excellent. Killian, what do you make of those papers?
I am loving the idea of these papers, and I'm gonna bring it up to the rest of the group and say, "Hey guys, while we were going, I found a quest board, and 2 of the quests on here kind of jumped out at me. One of them would have to be done at night. Apparently, just outside, or just along the east gate, just outside of the docks, there's a bunch of undead approaching the gate after sundown, but they retreat back to the sea before dawn, and they're wanting someone to put a permanent solution on this issue, and they're offering 250 gold as a reward."
Oh.
Person that we're supposed to talk to about it is Captain Ruiz. And then the second one would be something probably more suited during the day. Heroes Wanted. There are large bees that are going out of control and harassing some of the townsfolk and wildlife. They're asking for a group to go and find and destroy the queen bee. they don't have a specific reward on it, but it says the reward is negotiable. If we want to go talk to the performer, Vorpal, in order to find out what it might be worth to them for us to do. Could also give us some interesting materials as well.
Give me a history check.
History.
Anyone in particular, or
Let me get advantage with you too. Let's see. With a 14,
Yeah.
Performer Vorpal is captain of the
Actually-
city guard in the East Province.
okay, yeah, no. Lovely.
Captain of the city guard in the East Province.
Yeah, so we're talking Borhe.
Gotcha. So that one will be an actual mission down in Borhe.
That's where Performer Vorpal is.
That's where he is. Okay. But the actual task is for here in this town, isn't it?
Let me. Here we are. For the Queen Bee.
Yeah.
Focus. Why you know focus? Being everyone? This is the Queen's Grove. Yeah, the Queen's Grove is all the way in the West Province. And that's where the bees are starting to get out of control.
Where? Hold on, I didn't get pinged.
There we go. Oh, it's because I'm in the wrong token. There we go. That worked.
Okay. Gotcha, I see it then.
Yeah, I was on the
Um,
wrong layer. My bad.
And I'll let them know that if whenever we end up going back to the west, it's back over in that direction, close to Monby. But this one is here in Hightower for the well-armed investigation for the undead.
What are the time frames for the missions?
Doesn't
Or
say.
request?
Doesn't really say, but they looked like they had been there for a while, so. The one that's here for the undead, we can easily check it out with the captain of the guard since we're already here, but the Queen's Grove for the bees, we probably wouldn't be able to touch it until we went back to either talk to Youngle or anyone else over there.
Quick weird question. Does it look like those jobs have been up for at least a year?
No, not a year.
They look
Okay,
like they've
just
been
wondering.
sitting here for a few weeks.
Okay, so a relatively new issue then.
Mhm.
Definitely didn't have an undead issue the last time I was here.
Well, that one is particularly interesting to me. And I think that it would be a good use of our time, especially if they're having issues with the undead. That's not a normal thing.
As much as I hate, much as living out here teaches you to stay away from the undead, the fact that these things are coming back and forth from the sea almost makes me wonder if it's related to our special friend with the attitude.
Maybe. Possible. Would you guys mind if we try to take a look at this while we're here? It doesn't have to be right this second, but I'd like to, if possible, maybe talk to the captain of the guard tonight.
Well, my funds are getting a little low after those escapades during the carnival, so I'm all for it.
I
Splitting
know there's
two.
hey,
Go
there's
ahead.
some good shops out here. If I can finally get a new bag of holding or a haversack, that'd be great. And frankly, I need a lot more money to be able to afford that again. So, as much as I hate it, I'm for it.
Doug, do you have any objections or Nyne?
I have no objections.
All right then, guys. After sundown tonight, we'll go ahead and or after sundown, we'll try to take care of this. Our point of contact is going to be uh, Captain Ruiz.
Yeah, quick
Can I roll
reminder.
if I know anything about Ruiz?
Sure. I'll see why not. But quick reminder. The what do we have? 16. Captain Ruiz is a relatively young captain. He was promoted through the ranks based on exemplary behavior and his key to glory, or I guess that's how it goes, was capturing a bugbear, stopping a bugbear ambush between these two rocks, these two cliffs, and he saved 12 people from a bugbear ambush in a caravan.
Damn.
How long ago was that?
This was maybe 2 years ago.
Okay, so not only, so definitely heard about it. It was pretty big news. So yeah, I just go ahead and share the little details. Oh yeah, the guy's real straight edge, up in the up. Big local hero. I mean, his thing with the bugbears was huge for months. I'm surprised that he rising up as high as he is. So it's pretty much gonna be like dealing with another justice. Just, you know, less feathers. Is he from like an upper crust, middle, or was he like a, you know, lower class kid making good?
I don't know if you would get that with a 16.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I would probably give you more of a maybe an insight. I don't know. If you had personal history with him, then yeah, I think we could get some more out of that. Let's see if we can. I did not upload this image like I was supposed to.
Yep, I'm gonna do even odds here. Because this is the capital. And I definitely would have been here before as an associate. So, without looking, even, I've interacted with him at least once. Once, but it was very briefly. So, no, not a good read on him. It was like very brief from a distance. Or not from a distance, but very briefly in passing. He was paying more attention to the person I was with at the time. It's fine with me. But yeah, he seemed like a good enough fella. Probably gonna be in good shape. Though, honestly, we should probably see him now. Figure out what the approach is, and then hit that at night. Plus, I have no idea if he's a morning person or a night person, so you know, might as well get it in while we are fully awake.
It's fair, but think about it. If you knew that there was an issue every night, wouldn't you be awake?
Oh yeah, and exhausted. What? Let's see, it's 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock right now. And what?
3.
It's autumn, so
Oh, that wasn't a question.
probably 4 hours till sunset, give or take. So how about after
Fine.
dinner we go see him?
That sounds like a good plan.
Probably about his time after breakfast, so he'll be in a good mood. If there's anything I've learned, and there are many things I've learned, when it comes to law enforcement, come to him after a meal, not before.
Or come offering a meal.
Oh, that is actually a good idea.
Yeah.
Man, wish I'd thought of that a couple
Wise.
times.
I like it. That's a nice bit of wisdom there.
Was there anything else anyone wanted to do?
Nothing much with these. Oh, what's the reputation of the of this inn? Is it pretty much just like a run-of-the-mill basic inn?
Yeah.
A little higher up, a little lower. Okay.
Yeah, it's right in the center. It's really close to the gates, the front gates. So it's got to be tailored to everybody.
Ah. Well, why don't we get ourselves a room at the inn? If I remember right, it's typically pretty good. I mean, not the cheapest, but pretty good value despite that.
Huh?
Hmm?
Is that a yes?
I completely blanked what was the question.
Oh. It's trying to get
Let's go get some rooms.
Yeah, it's trying to get a room.
Yeah, we can see how much they are. Or if
Oh,
you even
no,
have
wait.
any open because of the festival.
Oh god, that's right. It's always like, what, 4 times the price during festivals. Oh. Winter help you if you try to get a room during the conference.
Doesn't hurt to ask.
That is true.
Do you guys want to try and get a room?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, I'm extremely exhausted for reasons that do not bear explaining.
So as you saunter up to the Green Lodge, you meet with the proprietor. I think it's the right word. Which is a halfling female, purple hair, with no less than 6 ponytails, or braids, as other people would call them. Feverishly scratching into a book.
Hi. How are you doing?
Oh, hi there.
I was just wondering if you guys still had any more rooms available?
Oh, because of the festival, most of the rooms are taken, but we do have 2 rooms left. And she looks over your shoulder. Will you be trying to occupy all 6 of you?
Hopefully.
3 to a room might be quite snug. Rolo burps loudly.
Couldn't be any worse than all of us trying to sleep in a couple of tents.
Honestly, with all the noise that will be going on for later this evening's festival, I doubt you'd get much of a quiet sleep.
Yeah, that's why even if it might be a little tight, we would much rather take our chances with being all jammed in together than trying to sleep through the festival. help me out?
Yes, of course. It, Fortunately, you come at a very interesting time. Rooms are going for 2 gold apiece.
Is it some kind of flash sale?
Oh no, those are they're much more expensive than what they normally would be.
But not as expensive as conference season, so we're still okay.
Well, Hightower does support the conference, but it's large enough to house all the pointy hats. At the
Yeah,
tower,
but-
at the tower itself.
Yeah, but there's some things you don't take company to the tower for, if you know what I mean.
Doug
I-
does not know what you mean.
And neither do I.
Neither does Killian. Everyone just kind of is looking at him like, huh?
Yeah, he's the only one with the shit-eating grin that knows what he's talking about.
Does everybody actually wait? Does everybody know it's me since I still look like a Siamese cat?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Oh no, where's Nyne gone? Who is
Well,
this?
I did ask earlier if anyone had any objections, and then you poked up and said, "Nope, I'm good."
But I didn't introduce or say, hello, it's me, it's Nyne. I did not say anything like
Oh no, is that the Siamese voice?
oh, wait.
Hello, I am Siamese.
Wait. I'm Siamese.
Oh, well, you
We
must
are
have been
Siamese.
Must be a Siamese from the same area.
Innkeeper? Doug has a question.
Yes?
Oh, I forgot to. Hi, I'm also Doug. If that helps.
I am not Doug, but it is a pleasure to meet you.
Hello, Doug.
Who is this cat?
Oh,
Doug wants to know if we've got maybe just a big storage closet Doug can sleep in.
There,
Doug can go down pretty small, and it would help with the group.
there are wardrobes in the room for hanging up clothes.
Never mind.
Dot dot dot. Did that answer your question?
Yes.
Excellent.
Doug's question.
Very good. So, shall I put you down for 2 rooms?
Yeah, I'll take care of it.
Very well. It's 4 gold.
Took it out already.
Nice. Typing out a receipt. 4 gold for 2 rooms at Green Lodge. Gotta leave a paper trail. Cool. And it occurs to me that you guys haven't taken a long rest since you guys got stomped on by the turtles.
We didn't we?
Have you?
We did level
think
up,
so.
but we know.
Yeah, we did.
Yes, we did. We did actually.
We took a long
The
rest.
only
I
one
slept
that did
in
not
the-
get a long rest was Nyne because she went on that midnight
That's
excursion.
right.
I took a short rest. Yeah.
I see.
That's why you keep asking me if I've got the spell slots.
Yeah. Alright, cool. Cracks knuckles. Pops back. Let's take 10 minutes. A small break, and then you guys can head to the festival, and then we'll find out what you guys want to do afterwards.
Hooray.
Okay, cool.
Raid the undead.
Let's go to break time.
You still alive, Bummer?
Alright, 10 minutes. Do you guys want to be muted or not? Never mind.
What'd you say?
Nothing. You guys are fine. We'll keep it organic.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna go grab some water.
what you've been up to. If you're here. If not, I'll just talk into the void. To myself. It's fun. Want to learn some fun facts? I know you do. Correct. 101 problems for the armchair scientist.
Hit me.
Let's see. Trying to find it interesting. Okay. So you get 2 prompts, and I'll read the page for you afterwards. You either have get knotted, knotted spelled like tying a knot, or you have the cocktail party effect.
Sorry, one more time from the top.
Excellent. So reading from 101 Problems from the Armchair Scientist. The
Okay.
first prompt is get knotted, spelled like knotting your shoes. And the second prompt is the cocktail party effect.
Let's go with knotted.
Excellent. That is number 1 out of 101. Let's see. As his morning train pulls into the station, Matt pauses his music, carefully coils the cord of his earbud, and delicately places them in his pocket. This time, he thinks he's going to make sure they stay out of trouble. By the end of the day, he rolls around and pulls them out again, ready for his journey home. He finds them hopelessly tangled like a legendary Gordian knot the Alexander the Great could only slice through with his sword. Why do earbuds cords get tangled? What's the physics? Says Narvel knots. One cord that must have got knotted is the umbilical cord. What? One cord that mustn't get knotted is the umbilical cord. Since knots can choke off blood and oxygen supply to the baby in utero, fortunately this is a very rare phenomenon. What is this book? Okay, not likely. This problem has fascinated mathematicians for hundreds of years. Doubt it. The branch of mathematics known as the knot theory has been a special interest to scientists working with strings or chains at a microscopic level, such as molecular biologists researching protein chains. Take a string or a chain, shake it about, give it enough time, and assuming the length of the string is above a critical threshold, a knot will spontaneously form. Once a knot has formed, it cannot disappear unless it's shaken off the end of the string. Okay. Spontaneous knotting. A 2007 paper, Spontaneous Knotting of an Aggregated String by Dorian Raymer and Douglas Smith, discusses their finding after putting coils of string of various lengths into boxes and shaking it. They found that for strings longer than the critical length of 18 inches, the probability of knot formation started to increase, reaching a plateau at around 60 inches. Earbuds for a smartphone typically have cords 60 inches long. Raymer and Smith found the stiffer strings in smaller boxes reduced the probability of tangling, suggesting that one simple tactic to reduce tangling is to keep cords in a small pocket or bag. This book is fucking stupid. Why didn't I pay $1 for this? I thought this was
Is this
like
a physical book or an online book?
Oh, it's a physical book.
Oh.
I bought it from a garage sale. I was really convinced it would teach me actual science, but it just
Well, I mean, it is kind of right about the knot thing, that knots do spontaneously generate no matter what. Because I do remember, like, I vaguely remember that study coming out that, you know, essentially said knots are inevitable.
yeah.
It's just depressing.
Well, if going on that, then crabs are the most viable species on Earth, which we learned about in evolutionary biology, which is real stupid because crabs are dumb. But it's because of their strength of protection versus intelligence. Crabs are the ideal species to live forever. to spiders? Well, because it's like they take the regenerative properties of lobsters that can, in theory, live forever as long as they can continue to have enough energy to molt their shells. And they do it better because they're smaller and circle.
Ah. They really are peak form.
Well, then I also think if you have to think crabs are the essential animal, if we could teach crabs to drive trains,
What?
we wouldn't need people anymore. Because trains are the most efficient method of travel, too.
Yeah, but if you start teaching crabs stuff and they start learning stuff, there's no need for us.
Yeah.
You can never go down that path. The only thing that saves us is that it's so efficient and effective. Unlike us, they didn't have to learn intelligence.
That's
You
true.
can't afford to let them learn that.
Well, that's why we made Diet Coke, and that's why we die. So crabs are actually superior. Crabs do not drink Diet Coke.
You actually make a good point.
But however, Diet Coke does keep the inside of your body rust free, so you should take Diet Coke
Of course.
once a year. Which I also think is one of the stupidest arguments. People are like, "Oh, Diet Coke, have you seen what it does to metal?" Like, yeah, it's not doing that inside my body. Well, how do you know? Because there's no fucking metal inside my body, you dipshit.
Plus, have you seen what oxygen does to metal?
Oxidizes.
Should
That's why
we
you're
stop
supposed to take-
breathing oxygen? Well, I
No,
mean,
that's why you're supposed to take antioxidants. Because there is an effect on the body of oxidation.
oh, that's true. That's right.
I'm gonna mute you guys for a minute.
Coward!
So the stupid doesn't spread.
You never want to participate in our science.
No, I don't. I don't have a tinfoil hat in my size.
So you have it in other sizes? That's
I can
weird.
make
Just
you one.
size it up.
I'm an artificer after all. I can make you one.
No, we're talking about crabs. You want to talk about them with us?
As I'm listening.
Have you?
The entire time I'm listening, I'm thinking like, did you guys not play Elden Ring? Like, crustaceans are horrible to deal with.
Yeah. Crabs are weird, dude. I don't like them.
They taste good though.
That is true.
What?
You know, non-serial killer, but I wonder what the
Uh-huh.
like right, I have to wonder what the best taste to like size proportion is for an animal.
What?
You know, like crabs are small, but they taste pretty good. I'd rate them like a 7 most of the time. But like steak, you can get a bad steak. But like as a big animal, and sometimes it's a 5, and sometimes it's a 10.
Do you mean like the quality?
Yeah, like I don't know. Like I think crabs top out at like a 7, but it's I don't know if it's because they're small or because they're crabs. You know what I'm saying,
What
Dia?
was that
I mean,
degree
it's-
for again, by the way?
Health sciences. I've also got
Oh.
one in biology and chemistry, if you're curious.
Okay.
I wonder if it's similar to like the principle with, and I'm not sure this is actual real, where the larger a fruit is, the less flavor it has because it's larger. With the
You wanna
amount of
repeat
water,
that?
is it perhaps?
No, I got
Well, okay. So I think it's like the larger a fruit is, the less flavor it has
Uh-huh.
relative to other of that fruit if it's smaller.
right.
So I wonder if the same principle happens with meat. So for instance, a smaller cow would taste better than if you let it gain 100 pounds.
I don't think it works like
I.e.
that. I mean,
feel.
the taste of the quality and taste of the meat depends on their diet.
Yeah.
And also in fruit, the larger the fruit, the more water content it has, so it does diminish
Yeah.
the taste. That's
But does it? Sometimes a juicier fruit is a lot tastier.
yeah, but like you can still get the same taste out of a small watermelon that you can out of a larger watermelon. It's just diluted in the larger watermelon.
Mm.
Like you're not comparing like a raspberry to a watermelon and being like, ooh, big raspberry, big taste. That's not
No,
how
you're
it works.
comparing like a small watermelon to a 2 pound watermelon to a 5 pound watermelon. I get that. Um, but I don't think it works like that with meat. The size difference.
Yeah, I guess not. I guess because you've got soft shell crabs and king crabs, you could. I mean, almost the same, right? Crab is crab.
I mean, it would depend because it takes more resources to increase the mass. So, like in an industrial sense, with the emphasis on increasing mass, quality of the ingredients wouldn't necessarily be as good. Hence, the reputation of grass-fed beef versus traditional industrial-fed beef. Well,
Well,
we'll go with industrial as a
it's
catch-all for
it's
modern.
also the amount
factory
that
beef.
the animal would move because
Yeah.
by moving, the muscles get that striation.
If you have a cow that doesn't move at all, doesn't have any actual muscle, and just sits there and gains weight, the meat's gonna taste different from a cow that is constantly active, constantly moving.
I'm pretty sure that's just what Wagyu is, right?
Kind of. But
Which is-
again, Wagyu has a lot to do with the diet as well.
Well, yeah, but they don't. I don't think they move a lot. I mean, they move a lot, but not move because they're cows.
Uh huh.
Yeah, I didn't feel good about that one, but I had to say.
Okay, as long as we know. Is everyone back?
Yeah, Thomas is just making me tea right now.
Oh, okay.
Aww.
Would you like to talk about crabs?
Don't indulge him.
You can.
Is it the sea kind or is it
Oh
the-
shit.
Yes!
Ooh, would human
That's a great
crabs
question.
No, because those are no. We're not talking about this right
No.
now. Jeez,
About what?
crackers.
Which crabs he's talking about?
Let's bring it back, please, to the D and the other D.
But not
But
The
this
other
isn't a BDSM podcast.
Well, yeah, we are. That's pretty much what the D and the other D are. It's either sea life crabs or human crabs.
This just
Killian-
brings me
Killian
a whole
better hurry
different
up.
question that I now have.
Yeah, go ahead. Do you want a spoonful of human crabs?
No, my question is there people with kinks that want STDs and or parasites on their junk?
Yes. I
Yes,
guarantee
there
there
is.
are.
probably.
Should I look it up?
100%.
Oh,
I'm not even
God.
gonna.
Look
I'm
it
just
up.
gonna image search it.
Look it up
I don't even
offline.
need to know for sure. It's just
Look
in
up
my heart of hearts,
offline.
the world is weird enough that there's probably
This
people like
this is not the right
100%.
server for this type of conversation. Remember
Back over in the fish tank.
yeah, remember the rules that I typed out at the very bottom? I said thank you for your professionalism, and that I want this to be a stepping stone to some great piece of art that we collaboratively create.
Oh,
This is
break.
great art right here.
I think this is a very constructive conversation because we're trying
Oh.
to really
It's educational
exactly.
Oops.
to
Hold
our
on.
viewers and to some people
Pause.
that are asking questions here.
Well, I thought this was still a break conversation. My
It's not. We're back. That's why we're on the map and not on the break screen.
Oh.
I didn't realize that we were recording.
Hijo de puta. Yes.
Hey, I assumed we were recording, but it was break recording, which is totally different. It doesn't count.
I was wondering how long we can push this along before he says something.
That's why I'm putting a
sat
stop to
here
it now.
thinking, oh, we're still on hold because Thomas isn't back yet.
Uh,
Damn it.
anyway, I am gonna allow. I did have a new follower. I don't know if she followed on while I was playing Subnautica, Kenna, or the Let's Watch, but I am gonna roll for a force card from the new follow. She unfollowed whoever they were. I can't remember. But interaction is an interaction. So first and foremost, 2d6s.
Did she unfollowed her?
Yeah, that's fine. I don't care. Oh, a 1 and a 1. Nyne gets another card.
I get fucked.
What are you talking? It's a good force, a good card.
Oh, I thought it was a Force of Evil card.
No, it goes good, neutral, evil. There. I think you got it.
Real life dollar.
I did.
Okay, good. I did have 2 other followers that were not following part of the Dungeons and Dragons specific, but I have so many cards and I kind of really want to give them out, so a force of good to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, to Doug.
I'm so excited.
Yeah. Breathing intensifies.
Reroll,
Breathing
please.
directly into his microphone.
And then one more time. I'm gonna re-roll. Nyne already got a card this evening.
Damn it.
That's a re-roll for a force and neutral. 1, 2, 3. Killian gets a force and neutral card. I haven't had these out in quite some time. Guys, we're almost at 20 sessions, and we're still going strong based off the feedback that I've heard from the players.
You mean us?
Yes.
If you tell us we're off break, I'll have a lot more feedback.
As soon as Killian comes back, Thomas comes back.
Thomas, we started, baby.
No, more just for the recording part.
I mean, I'm still recording.
Yeah. I can stop the stupid, but just temporarily.
Temporarily.
Only for 10 minutes at a time.
So what I want to do,
Talking?
because tonight is 19. When it comes to 20, I want everyone to reintroduce themselves at the beginning.
Oh, that's right. I had a whole script for Doug.
And I went back and rewatched some of the old episodes. If you guys want, I'd like to do like a special episode where I highlight some of the previous shenanigans that we've all gone through, and kind of just it's a different type of Let's Watch, and we just kind of panel versus the viewing, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm only going to use the first 20 episodes for the content. Okay, so let me write that down then.
Write that down.
Panel approved. Do you want to do it in a particular order, or should I just grab clips and we figure out who's the target?
Like, group them together for...
Yeah, like I can have like a Nyne's section, it'll be like 4 or 5 clips. Bruce's section, 1 to 2 clips.
I think we should do that, so that way, well, I don't know, mix it up, so that way it feels like
Maybe
everybody's
continuity wise.
So just go along the time frame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just in case there is a thin, small chance that you could actually follow along the story despite it just being the clips.
Oh, okay.
That would be kind of a neat
Maintain the timeline.
little surprise.
Write that down, write that down.
Write that down.
The amount of SpongeBob memes we can use should be a clip in itself.
I mean, you guys can always clip it. You go to Twitch, make a clip.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yeah, you can like
Really?
start to end and download that image, and you can, edit it and whatever.
Again, link in bio?
Oh, I just shout into the void, chat, clip that, and hope I get sent it. It hasn't worked yet.
No.
Do you want it to work?
I do. That's why I keep doing it.
Chat, you need to clip this.
Oof.
Oof. I'm the
Okay.
chat. I have to clip it.
um. Oh, fucking Thomas still isn't back yet. Doug
What?
or Nyne, do you have any? Oh, are you back?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've
Oh,
been back.
okay.
I unmuted like 2 minutes ago.
Okay.
No,
Do any of your cards have to be played right now?
no.
Um, uh,
No.
no, mine is for combat.
Okay. Very
Mine's
well.
also for combat.
So between the back and forth of unloading the wagon and securing your guys' rooms, making bedding selections, who's going to sleep on where, on what, who gets the closet, the evening rolls around finally, and that's when the streets begin to clear as the festival starts its grand parade up Hightower's main street. And it starts off very somber with just uh, little kids running around with sparklers, kind of throwing confetti into the air, while onlookers from the side watch from safely on the curbs, and people are opening windows. Killian, you see your parents um, in a room like three rooms down, three windows down, and they wave to you. Well, your mom does. And your dad watches the festival with stern eyes. Things begin to pick up as the dancing, the Chinese dragons, the ones that blink with people underneath them.
Mm-hmm.
They start to uh, what's the word? That's, I guess, sidewind through the streets, scaring little kids, going back and forth. They have great big antlers, just like the Chinese depictions of dragons would. This one is, most of them are colored green to represent Kurenai, and uh, it caters to the Saitosan provinces, which host the majority of the free cities. Kind of a collaboration of cultures. And then the floats start coming by. There are a large number of them. I keep forgetting I gotta mute one of these soundtracks so they're not overlapping each other. One of the floats has this very plump woman. She's very comfortable and very cheery. Her cheeks are over embellished with rosé to indicate that she's blushing at all times, and this she represents Aunt Fall. Her gown stretches out and wide, very extremely long, like she's wearing uh, a parachute, and it's just strung with fall flowers and blooms of orange, yellow, and brown as her float goes down. It represents the passing of fall. And behind her are dancers twirling ribbons and doing acrobatics, small feats, dressed as farmers to represent the harvest, and they're going about handing out fresh vegetables from wicker baskets. There are some floats with small magical acts, dancing lights, and thaumaturgy, making candles glow, changing the color, promoting the smells of fall, such as cinnamon, cloves, pumpkin spice. And grand spectacle before things start to lose their colorful acts, and the oranges and yellows and browns begin to fade into grays and navy blues and blacks and purples as another extremely high float depicting an old man with with a crook, long white beard, heavy robes, and this is to represent Grandfather Winter, the passage of time, the entering of winter, and he is also depicted as a Grim Reaper of sorts, to represent a time that is ending, a harsh time that is to come. And everyone seems to have a wonderful time as fireworks start going off in the end to signify the end of the parade. People are cheering, some are crying, some are remembering times lost. Uh, the door to Killian's room, you hear a brisk knock as your mother comes in with a tea set, the ancestral tea set made of jade. And you guys talk about your adventures that have gone, answering the letter way back when, meeting in Fujishima, your time spent on the road, meeting the spirits, which is kind of hard for her to fathom, but she nods. And she sees how much you've grown. She sees how well my boy has grown as well. A little gray in the muzzle, maybe. Uh, she spends time with each and every one of you. Doug, how do you? No, I'm not gonna allow it. Fuck that. I'm gonna keep this rated G and on track. She is mystified by the alien species that are Magnus and Doug. Nyne, she appreciates how well you've taken care of her little boy. And Bruce,
I was going to keep it PG for
there-
the record.
okay, cool. Yeah.
Actually, I was going to inquire about if she could craft something that moves, doesn't initially make noise, but can then make a lot of noise about 30 seconds after activation.
She explains that she's more of a face than the actual brains behind the outfit. That you would have to talk to her husband, Ben. I almost forgot.
Bruce?
Oh, yes?
What exactly are you trying to craft?
Well, I was looking at the frog, and it seems like it wouldn't actually be a bad idea for a distraction, but the problem is they're not quite enough to start off as a distraction. You need that brief moment of time where you can either walk away or start moving away from you. Enough time to get some distance, then start making the noise. Then draw the attention away.
And do you want it to be a continuous noise or just a singular noise?
Probably continuous, because, you don't want to just hear some, or at least a good, 3 to 5 seconds of noise. Possibly repeating, possibly not. Though, actually having the option to choose whether you want continuous or repeating or singular would be fantastic. That is brilliant, Doug. That is brilliant. You can see that there's a little bit of something extra that's been added to my tea, so I'm obviously in a really good.
Your artistifer behind you cries a little.
Okay. Doug was concerned for a second, but Doug is also still concerned, but for other reasons.
Oh yeah,
You know,
the key is not
Pretty
magic,
sure.
so it's cheap. And we don't have to worry about expending spell slots. Money
I'm
can be
pre-
grown.
I'm pretty sure if given enough time, I can come up with something while people rest.
Oh,
Some type of delayed activation is basically what you're looking for.
yes. Yes.
I- Is there an object that currently exists that you were thinking of?
Not at the moment, but at the moment I am also more than slightly buzzed. So I am not altogether thinking straight right now. That's on me. I'm a little too secure. I'm gonna have to drink a lot of water before we get on the job later.
Okay.
And pee a lot. You want some of this? This is good.
Doug would like some, yes. No honey in there,
Oh
correct?
yeah. No, no. No honey.
Perfect.
No mead. Just
Doug-
nothing but straight alcohol.
Doug would like to take a sip. That's it.
What kind of alcohol?
Oh no. Is it
I'm
wine
not
made with daffodils?
let's see.
Oh no.
Something that's probably around the 80 proof level that would be local. 80 to 100. A nice celebratory liquor. That's just, enough to knock you on your ass for a little bit.
How came you by
It's-
this magical liquid?
We are at an inn, sir.
I see. Well, that's true. I don't remember you paying for bottle service.
Yeah, that is an excellent point.
I blush in rogue.
Or I blush and I forgot
Oh,
that
fair
I
enough.
need to pay for things. But hey, rogue's got a rogue.
Rogues do have to rogue. Give
If
me
this
a.
young lady does not realize what the wizards are doing in her hotel room, then, clearly she is not clued in enough to know where some of the stocks of her high tier liquor are going.
Give me a retroactive sleight of hand check.
For when? The entire campaign?
Let it happen.
Okay, I had to buy a lesser drink in order to distract her to get the bigger drink, so I still had to spend a gold.
All right, -1 gold for cheap liquor.
Okay, cheap is probably not the right word for it, but compared
One
to
you
what I'm
paid
actually
for
drinking,
was cheap.
yes.
In
The one you
parentheses,
paid for was cheap.
stole more expensive. Uh, yeah, so that's that. As the evening winds down and the music starts to slow, um, Eliza will. Eliza?
Yeah, Eliza.
Yes.
Okay, good. That was a guess. Goes back to her room, explaining that she has to set up one more evening, and then uh, they will head back home the following day. You guys do have time still to head out to the docks gate and do that. It is starting to become 10 o'clock though, so we might want to pick it up there? Question mark?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I did upload the map, so that's where we will pick it up. In
You
2
just want more
weeks.
time to play with the map.
No, I've already uploaded it. I've created it. I've set my tokens. I'm going to put you guys on the GM screen and then load tokens, and you guys can figure out what you want to do afterwards. That was fun. Not every. I'm getting used to not every session has to have combat, which is kind of weird to me, but I'm getting used to it.
Okay,
Sounds
we're
pretty
setting it up
cool,
for
though.
next time.
That's good. All right, I'm gonna hit stop recording. Any parting messages?
Yeah, Bruce,
But
are you
for the
trying to create
audience?
a time bomb?
No, but damn, that's brilliant! Shit!
Honestly, I was thinking of it with the frog of trying to work around the ring with it and finding someone with fireball.
I was so that those
Oh.
were my questions were leading was I was trying to figure out if you're creating a time bomb.
I was just thinking of just a distraction, something that, easily disposable distractions.
Like an alarm clock.
Yeah,
No,
just
this is
something
just
that,
a
quick,
pre-round.
cheap to build, send off.
Send off. Yeah, final send off.
But
A
yeah, no,
wind-up
I like your
fireball.
guys' idea better. Nothing says distraction like seeing your god in person.
Final distraction.
Final distraction, terrorism.
Yeah. This wasn't in
Bruce
your.
made modifications to the frog without anyone knowing. Like, hey, I'm gonna send something out to distract them. Oh, okay. Then all of a sudden, we just see a flash of fire and the smell of burning flesh.
Ignore that.
What the heck was that?